As the war in West Asia escalates, one of the names reportedly resurfacing in Washington's most sensitive corridors is about an American defector, a trained insider, a woman who may now be working against the very system that she once served. This is the story of Monica Witt, reportedly Iran's most dangerous asset, wanted by the FBI. Monica Witt was a former counterintelligence specialist with the U.S. Air Force who defected from America in 2013 straight into Iran. American investigators say agents linked to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or the IRGC, carefully groomed and recruited her before she defected. Monica was no ordinary officer. She reportedly had deep access to classified intelligence, including the identities of U.S. assets in Iran and methods used to intercept foreign communications. More than a decade later, experts believe Monica Witt could be playing a critical role for Iran in the ongoing war against America and Israel. Tehran has already demonstrated its capability through cyber attacks and strategic disruptions in key oil routes. Now, analysts warn that Monica's insider knowledge could be helping shape those responses. But who is Monica Witt really? Let's take you through that. Born in Texas in 1979, Monica Witt joined the U.S. Air Force at 18, and she trained as a cryptologic language analyst. She mastered Farsi language, served in Saudi Arabia and Iraq, and earned multiple commendations. But after leaving the military, her trajectory reportedly shifted. She initially studied at the University of Maryland and later enrolled in a Middle East Studies program at the George Washington University. Classmates reportedly described her as disillusioned, isolated, and increasingly drawn toward Iran's worldview. A 2012 visit to Tehran reportedly proved to be the turning point. There, she connected with operatives and reportedly began plotting her defection. And within a year, she secured a visa and fled. U.S. prosecutors in 2019 charged her with espionage. American officials say that Iran provided her with housing, equipment, and protection in exchange for sensitive intelligence. Today, Monica Witt remains a fugitive on the FBI's wanted list. Her exact role inside Iran remains unclear. Washington still does not know the full extent of the damage that she has caused or the threat that she may still pose to Washington. As the war in West Asia continues, a key question often crops up. Has Israel dragged America into this conflict? Amid this, public opinion in the U.S. is shifting decisively. Traditional views about Israel among Americans is now changing. As per a new opinion poll by NBC News, American voters now view Israel more negatively than positively, demonstrating the eroding support for the country. This assumes significance as this poll surveyed 1,000 registered U.S. voters between 27th of February and the 3rd of March, when the war had gotten underway. Now, if we look at this survey closely, 39% of people express negative views about Israel as compared to 24% in a 2023 poll, while 47% of respondents viewed Israel positively back in 2023, only 32% now perceive the country in a favorable light. Positive views of Israel among the Republicans has also declined, falling from 63% in 2023 to just 54% in 2026. Now, as far as the war itself is concerned, a majority of the voters disagreed with U.S. and Israel's decision to start the military operation against Iran. 54% of the respondents not only disapproved of U.S. President Donald Trump's work as president, but also his handling of the situation in Iran. The war has sparked more sympathy as well among the Americans toward Palestinians as Gaza continues to suffer. For instance, 39% of the people feel more sympathetic about Palestinians. The support for Israelis has slightly declined from 45% in 2023 to 40% this year. The poll findings have come at a juncture when a divide between U.S. and Israel is coming to the fore. To begin with, remember, America distanced itself from Netanyahu's decision to bomb multiple oil depots in Iran. Smoke had engulfed Tehran for days, and residents even witnessed acid rain. The strikes on Iran's South Pass, which is the world's largest gas field, has become the latest flashpoint between America and Israel after Tehran retaliated by attacking the oil and gas facilities in Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE and Kuwait. Trump has stressed that U.S. knew nothing of the South Pass attack and declared that Israel will not strike this gas field again.
I did. I told him, don't do that, and he won't do that. We didn't discuss. You know, we're independent. We get along great. It's coordinated, but on occasion he'll do something, and if I don't like it, and so we're not doing that anymore.
Moving on, UK is grappling with an unusual and fast-spreading meningitis outbreak that has raised serious public health concerns in southeast England. At least 27 cases have now been confirmed in Kent, including 2 deaths. Health officials say this is one of the most significant clusters that is linked to a single location. The outbreak has been traced back to a series of super spreaders events this month. It's the tool place of, at a nightclub in Canterbury, where close contact among large groups may have accelerated the transmission. Authorities, meanwhile, have launched a large-scale containment effort as well, rolling out antibiotics and a targeted MENB or vaccination drive for thousands of students across universities and schools in Kent. More than 8,500 doses of preventive antibiotics have been administered already.
Campaigns underway. Today I can announce we're going further. We are now encouraging anyone who attended Club Chemistry from the 5th of March until it voluntarily closed to come forward for both antibiotics and vaccination. Furthermore, we're expanding vaccination to anyone who's previously been offered the prophylactic antibiotic.
Health authorities in the country say the bacteria responsible in the Group B meningococcal L strain, this type, remember, often lives harmlessly in the throat in rare cases. It can turn invasive and attack the brain and the spinal cord. What has alarmed scientists is the possibility that this strain may have evolved to potentially becoming more transmissible. Lab tests and genetic analysis are now underway to determine whether mutations are driving the surge or whether human behavior in crowded settings is the primary cause of it. Officials, meanwhile, warn that it is still too early to say whether the outbreak is under control, and anyone who may have been exposed is being urged to seek immediate medical advice.
When you see a cluster, an outbreak like this, it suggests that we're dealing with a new strain that is subtly different, that is breaking through our own natural immunological defenses against this type of infection. And so we have to sit up and take notice and think about how to make sure we can contain its spread.
Since 2015, newborn babies in the UK have been immunized against meningitis B following the development of a vaccine a decade ago. They're given 1 dose at 8 weeks and another one at 12 weeks. That's followed by a booster at 1 year. Youngsters and teenagers are vaccinated against other strains of meningitis as well. The ones who were born after September of 2015, the ones who may not have received the meningitis B vaccine, can only get it privately. The Kent outbreak may change this view.